Welcome back to another episode of PTV. I'm James Krausar.
And I'm Leighton Johnson. Halloween is approaching and the student council is helping get students into the spooky spirit.
One of the ways they're doing this is by hosting a contest where essay classes build ghosts out of items found in their classrooms. Luke Hoover shows us more about this.
With Halloween right around the corner, PHS students are getting into the spooky spirit.
Stuco is holding a ghost competition where it has no restrictions as to how big it is or what you make it out of, so it literally could be made out of like toilet paper or something.
PHS Stuco had to switch it up this year with the competition.
We used to always do a pumpkin decorating contest, but we couldn't find pumpkins. There's a shortage of them, or they're really high priced this year, so we thought we would just let them use everyday materials they have to come up with the most creative ghost.
The ghost competition gave students a shot to show a little bit more creativity.
We decided to do a staff yearbook ghost, and we put a yearbook shirt on him and a nice little pass, because we use those when we take pictures sometimes, and then we added a hat to spice it up.
After all the ghosts were done and made, they were displayed in front of the office at parent-teacher conferences. Stuco has a lot more fun things planned in the near future.
Well, usually during Christmas we do our door decorations, so we'll probably do that, and then we have a fall spirit week coming up, so that's another thing that we will be doing.
For PTV, this is Luke Hoover.
With all those ghosts in the classrooms at PHS, you'd think this place might be haunted.
A haunted PHS? Maybe that's why all my grades have been cursed lately.
I don't know about that, but I did get the chance to go to the actual haunted house last weekend. Dayton Huguenin was there too to bring you this report.
To get into the Halloween spirit, some PHS students and friends went to the Norton House of Horrors.
I've never went to something like this before, so it was kind of scary.
Owner Michael Richards has been making haunted houses for quite a while now.
This haunted house, this one's been in existence for 7 years. Before that I had Field of Screams. Before that I had another one in Miltonville, Kansas. So I've been doing this maybe 18 years now.
Mr. Richards has a very odd inspiration for all of his haunted houses that he has made.
I own RIP, which is Richards Investigation of Paranormal. I've been doing that for over 22 years. It's kind of an offshoot of the things that I investigated, the things that I did. I just wanted to have some fun with it.
The students really enjoyed this spooky haunted house.
Yeah, I enjoyed this haunted house. It was pretty fun, kind of scary.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, so yeah, probably if you're into scary stuff like that.
For PTV, this is Dayton Huguenin.
It looks like you all had a good time going through that haunted house.
Yes, it was fun, and it wasn't the only fun activity in the area going on last weekend, as many students took part in Wacky Golf, hosted by the Phillips County Community Foundation.
Take a look.
You have to swing the sock.
Something wacky was happening at the Phillipsburg Golf Course last weekend.
Jeez, maybe too much. Huh?
Well, Wacky Golf is a fun way to have a fundraiser for the Phillips County Community Foundation. Each year, the Hanson Foundation challenges us to raise local dollars, and they will match it up to $50,000.
The rules for this type of event were, well, more than a little bit wacky.
You play a round of golf, but instead of using the standard golf clubs and golf ball, you use different sports equipment, and so you may have to use a wiffle ball or a cue stick from a pool or a tennis racket. Just kind of a crazy way to play a round of golf.
Many community members, including students of PHS, enjoyed the chance to have fun and to raise money.
It's been pretty fun. I think it's a good way to get the community together and raise some money for stuff.
We are raising money, local dollars. The teams pay a fee to enter the tournament, and then we have whole sponsors from businesses and local individuals, and that way we raise money that's going to be matched by the Hanson grant. So we have a lot of fun, but we also can double any money that we raise.
For PTV, this is Nathan Fisher.
first encounter and last with a ghost was when I was, I believe, 6 years old. Heather and I were having a slumber party playing Littlest Pet Shop in her old room, and we look out the door and a black figure is standing there. We were scared, and so we yelled, and then the black figure ran into some cabinets to never be seen again.
When students hear the name Dane G. Hansen, they often associate that with taking the Hansen test in the fall.
But the Hansen Foundation gives much more to the community than just scholarships. Mr. Hansen was a local businessman who gave back to his community in numerous ways.
One of those ways his foundation has memorialized him is through the creation of the Hansen Museum in Logan, which recently celebrated its 50th anniversary. Here's more on that.
Celebrating 50 years of bringing art and culture to Northwest Kansas, the Hansen Museum held a special event to recognize the unique contributions this museum has made in the area.
We're celebrating 50 years of the museum, and we have a special artist, Michael Murphy, who is here. Many people know him, and it's just great that people can come and celebrate the museum.
This celebration is important because it honors the many people involved in making the Hansen Museum successful throughout the years, and it builds a legacy to follow for years to come.
Just celebrating 50 years of accomplishing everything the museum has had. When we first started our renovation process, we contracted with a company out of Overland Park called Dimensional Innovations, and when they were looking through our past exhibits, they were blown away. These are people who understand art, know art, and they were just really impressed with the quality of exhibitions that we've had and the different artists we've had come through our halls, and I just look forward to celebrating that and another 50 years.
Hansen board member Deb Berg agrees that this celebration is special for so many reasons.
It's special because I've been on the board for so long, and the fact that we were able to renovate this museum and have this special event today with the concert and just all the people that are showing up. It's just been very special.
The Hansen Museum, which is sometimes referred to as the Smithsonian of the Plains, continues to bring unique exhibitions.
Right now we currently have a Bob Ross exhibition that's never been viewed in public before. It's a personal collection of his relics and artifacts.
For PTV, this is James Krausar.
If I had the money, I'd ride the same old train. Hello. Hello.
Nope, I'm out of here.
Fort Bissell is another museum in our area, and it recently had a special event as well.
To honor the Person of the Year and to showcase the new chapel being built, Fort Bissell hosted the Night of the Museum. Michael Vanderveen shows us more.
History came alive as Fort Bissell hosted a night at the museum.
We started off with the Person of the Year, which was Pastor Joel Histerman, and then we decided we're all going to dress up and play a character, do some role play.
This is an antelope where the deer and the antelope play. You don't hold the ring.
And serve the people pie and ice cream, and then also have them look at the chapel, which is this is the first sneak peek that people got of the chapel inside, and ring the bell.
This event not only helps people understand local history, it also helps the museum gain support.
To showcase the place, we want them to have fun, we want them to love the place as we do, because we are dependent on the people to stay in existence.
Although learning about history at events like this is fun, it also serves another purpose.
You've got to know where you come from to know where you're going to, not to make the same mistakes, or to have more appreciation of what happened in the past to make the present possible.
For PTV, this is Michael Vanderveen.
My name's Trinity Gross, and I live across the street from a haunted house. On October 10th, 2010,
I woke up from a nap, looked out the window, and saw a little girl with no face on the balcony.
Hey Layton, do you know how ghosts get exercise?
Do ghosts need exercise? I don't know.
They boogie.
Ah, very clever. PHS students got the chance to get a little exercise last week as the Student Council sponsored a wellness day. Take a look.
For some relaxation from schoolwork and a way to disconnect from technology, the Student Council decided to host a wellness day.
I participated in 9 Square and Cornhole. In Cornhole, I played against Christina and Sophia, and I was on my team, and we won. So,
students and teachers alike were able to relax as they walked on the track, played tennis, or competed in dodgeball.
I enjoy getting outside and taking a break from all of our activities in school and doing our schoolwork, and we get to go outside and get fresh air and have fun with our friends.
Wellness Day gets everybody involved. It's beautiful out today, and everybody gets to choose what they want to do, so they invest in that. It's just really neat to see everybody out in their element.
I'm always a big proponent for wellness since I'm in PE. Maybe in the springtime, get them outside a little bit more. Yeah.
For PTV, this is Audrey Bellis.
No!
Ooh, I got another one. What does the ghost mom say when she gets in the car?
You're full of Halloween questions today. I don't know. What does the ghost mom say?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Your questions remind me of the trivia night that the amendment held as a fundraiser. Here's a closer look on that.
The saxophone is a member of which family of instruments?
What's the tallest animal in the world? And who wrote the Harry Potter book series? Why am I asking you all of these questions? The PHS Amendment hosted their first ever trivia night.
Trivia night is something we've never done before, so we actually had to kind of plan as we went. But several months ago, we decided to start taking steps like purchasing trivia questions, getting word out there in the community, talking about sponsorships, talking about possibilities for food and drink, and just everything that might go into the trivia night. And so the toughest preparation has been in the past 2 weeks or so, but everybody pulled together and made it happen.
Trivia night not only raised money, but it also was a great time for the community to come together.
My favorite part of tonight, I guess, was getting together with the community. It's fun to do something different and get a lot of people involved and just be like in a non-competitive but fun atmosphere.
My favorite part of tonight was the meal because Dan and Melissa Johnson made a lot of pork things, and I had pork nachos and there was queso on it, and it was just really good.
Overall, the night was a success.
Tonight went really well. We had a lot of preparation for today, and when it all came together, it went really smoothly.
The contestants of the night had a great time and enjoyed supporting the school.
I was getting together with friends and just having fun. It's good to give back to, all the fundraisers they have, and it's good to give back to school activities and stuff like that.
For PTV, this is Layton Johnson.
When my family first moved to Kensington, I was 9 years old and very excited that I had my own room. So excited that we had all these new toys and boxes full of all kinds of things. About a week after we moved into this house, which is a Victorian house built in the late 1800s, I was trying to sleep one night, and even though I'm a heavy sleeper, some things started to wake me up. All of a sudden it felt as if someone was at the end of my bed and shoving as hard as they could on the bed frame. I bolted up, but nobody was there. The only thing I could hear was my dad yelling, "Knock it off!" And then I immediately went back to sleep.
I'm not afraid of no ghosts. I don't think they'd ever be able to catch me. I'll just dodge them.
Well, then you should have been at the dodgeball night that a youth group sponsored earlier this month. Aaliyah Brunick has more on that.
To grow the youth group and have a fun evening, the First Assembly of God Church hosted a dodgeball tournament.
They were hosting a dodgeball tournament and just looking to give people something to do that's a good time.
on a Sunday night in the middle of the semester, just take a break, have a good night. We're wanting to kind of promote our youth group that we're trying to get started and just wanting to have a fun night. Some games, some snacks, some pizza, just some fun.
Dodgeball is a fun activity that everyone enjoys and helps to bring people together.
We like dodgeball, and students like dodgeball, so it's a good fall activity, get people together, and just something that's fun that everybody likes to do.
Who doesn't like a good game of dodgeball? And so when you get a bunch of people to play dodgeball and then talk about what we're doing here, it really helps spread the word.
This event had a good turnout considering this youth group is just starting.
We currently have 5 of us and then 2 leaders.
This game was enjoyed by everyone who participated.
I think we're having a lot of fun. I think we're going to continue to have a lot of fun.
This youth group has more activities coming up. On November 6th, they will be racing from the high school to the First Assembly of God Church, trying not to be caught by the leaders. For PTV, this is Aaliyah Brunick.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't drive. I only have my restricted and it's past 10 o'clock. You know, that old rackety barn looks really safe. Come play with us.
Now it's time for our PTV Sports Update with Luke and Carson.
Hey Panther fans, it's time for your PTV Sports Update. I'm Carson Lytle.
And I'm Luke Hoover. Most of the fall sports are coming to an end, and that includes our cross-country team, who competed last Saturday in Goodland at the regional tournament.
At regionals, sophomore Jaden Allen finished in 9th place with a time of 18 minutes and 36 seconds. That placing qualifies him for the state tournament this Saturday in Lawrence. Good luck, Jaden.
Earlier this month, PHS hosted our invitational. Hallie Jerby brings us that report.
On October 13th, our cross-country team hosted MCL and an open invitational at the Phillipsburg Golf Course, which presents some unique challenges to runners.
There's a couple of long hills and then there's 2 really steep hills that everybody underestimates.
The top Panther placer for the boys was Jaden Allen, who placed 8th, and for the girls, Ellie Velardes placed 6th. Despite the difficulty, the team still manages to have fun.
It's not very competition because we all just enjoy it.
Team members have noticed definite improvements in their fellow runners.
I think Ellie's improved a lot over the season, and so is Michaela. And Adam's doing a lot better, so I think we've improved a lot as a team.
The athletes are proud of the results they've earned.
The team did really well. They really worked their butts off for this, and I think we all did good.
For PTV, this is Hallie Jerby.
Our tennis team has concluded their season, and they did that with style as they won the regional tournament championship, and they sent 4 players to state, including McKenna Russum, who came home with an 11th place medal.
Another highlight of the PHS tennis season was the mixed league tournament that Phillipsburg hosted. I was there to bring you this recap. Earlier this season, the tennis team stayed home for the mixed league championships.
We've been playing the mixed league championships for tennis. Includes a lot of MCL teams and teams that used to be in the MCL. So we had 6 teams here today.
Number 1 singles, McKenna Russum went undefeated, claiming the MLC title.
Today I played really, really well. I won all mine, and I only gave up 1 game today, so I got first.
Number 1 doubles, Jocelyn Billings and Bella Kazee also went undefeated, claiming the MLC title.
Me and my partner went undefeated.
Continuing the pattern, number 2 singles, Olivia Soliday went undefeated and took the MLC title. Capping it off, number 2 doubles, Jaden Bellas and Gabby Poles went undefeated, capturing the MLC title also. The PHS tennis team stepped up to take on Coach Jarvis's challenge.
I gave them the challenge at practice that I felt we could come out and win every match today, and they did. So we were undefeated and had all 4 championships in all divisions today.
For PTV, this is Carson Meidel.
Our volleyball team traveled to Minneapolis as the number 2 seed in the sub-state tournament.
The Lady Panthers defeated Russell in 2 quick sets and then defeated Minneapolis to make it to the championship game against Beloit. Despite a strong effort, Phillipsburg lost and ended their season.
Last week, the volleyball team had another big competition as they competed in the MCL tournament. Harley Glenn tells us more.
They get it across. Now Skimper, she's going to go down and in for the kill.
On October 13th, Panther Volleyball hosted round 1 of the MCL tournament. This triangular against Hill City and Trigo went well with plays like this from Heather Skimper. Winning at home, Lady Panthers were excited for that Saturday, the 15th, for round 2. Starting off strong against Norton, the girls had it in the bag with plays like this from Trinity Gross and Heather Skimper.
Box not handled well.
Their next game was against Hoxie, with more great plays like these hits from Cadence Corman and Heather Skimper. Panthers won their first 2 and went on to face their rivals, the Smith Center Redmen. While they lost their first set 25-20, they fought hard to win the second set 25-22, using hits like this from Heather Skimper and this great kill by Cadence Corman. Despite a valiant effort, Panthers fell short and became MCL runners-up.
Most difficult today was definitely Smith Center. They always put up a very good fight. Of course, our last game was Smith Center. That's always going to be a big one. And, you know, it was hard fought. I'm proud of them for taking it 3 sets, taking it all the way to 25. We came back in tough situations where we could have just shut down and had the game be over, but they fought till the end. So.
For PTV, this is Harley Glenn.
Our football team extended their season when they defeated TNP with the last-second field goal by sophomore Jaden Boyle.
Last Friday was the last regular season home game against Plainville, and Adam Mascarenas was there to bring you this report.
For the last regular season game, the Phillipsburg Panthers hosted the Plainville Cardinals for an MCL matchup. On the first drive of the game, senior quarterback Jesse Blackburn gets loose for a 68-yard run to the end zone to give the Panthers an early 6-0 lead. After Plainville ties the game up 7-7, the Panthers put together another strong drive, when junior Trace Hanchett picks up about 16 yards, which sets up the next play where junior Rad Rodriguez punches it in for another Panther touchdown. Plainville answered with a touchdown of their own to end the first quarter 14-14. In the second quarter, the Panthers took the lead when Hanchett goes on a 16-yard run for a
touchdown, Phillipsburg.
Neither team scored in the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, Phillipsburg extended their lead as Blackburn connected with junior Tyler Davis for another.
Touchdown, Phillipsburg.
Phillipsburg went on to win 28-21. Coach Fiskus feels like the energy his team brought to the game was a key factor.
We did a lot of good things in this game. We played well up front, defensively and offensively. We moved guys around. We ran the ball very hard. We did some great tackling, from all positions. And then we had a lot of energy. Energy's a big thing with us, and we kept up that energy throughout the game. Even maybe things weren't going exactly our way, so we did a lot of good things there.
Energy, that's the main thing. The sideline had energy, defense, offense, everybody, even the crowd. Everybody brought energy. I think we really played as a team, and we did the best that we could, honestly.
Players are hopeful that the momentum from this game will carry on into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna give us a lot of energy going into the playoffs. We'll be ready for Hoisington.
So, we had a lot of energy. It's a great way to send the seniors out, beating another MCL opponent. And it just gave us that momentum that we needed moving into next week against Hoisington.
We can beat a bunch of teams if we put our minds to it, if we play together.
For PTV, this is Adam Mascarenas.
Our football team plays in Hoisington tomorrow for the first round of playoffs. Hopefully we can pick up a win and keep the season going.
That's all the time we have for sports today. I'm Carson Meidel.
And I'm Luke Hoover. Go Panthers!
James, do you watch a lot of scary movies?
I've seen a few. I do enjoy a good thriller.
Then maybe you would have been a good contestant in this next little challenge. Here it is.
The Shining?
No, that is not correct.
that movie where the guy's like this? I don't know what it's called.
Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Oh my gosh. The Shining.
Yes, that is correct. No, that is not correct. Yes, that is correct.
R.L. Stein.
No, that is not correct.
Oh my gosh. I know it. I know what it, yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
What became of your lamb, Glory? You still wake up sometimes, don't you? You wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lamb.
What was that? This isn't right. Is it like Stranger Things or something? No? Okay, never mind.
It sounds like it should be something off of like Goosebumps. That's what I was gonna say.
If this was Disney, I would win this.
That wraps up this episode of PTV. I'm James Krausar.
And I'm Leighton Johnson. Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.